I'm sure you guys saw this. This was actually wild. When I saw it, I was like, what the hell is going on here? And this caused a lot of problems because for those of you guys, right, and I don't expect you guys to know this, but anyone that's been a high-level athlete before, like, you know, like myself, I was a Division I athlete, right? You train 3-4 times a day. You dedicate your life to it, right? You're tired all the time. You're sore all the time. You're always fatigued, battling injuries, etc. I remember all that vividly. That was miserable. Being an Olympic athlete, that times like KO 10, okay? Because when you're an Olympic athlete, now you're not just competing to get a scholarship or for your school, you're competing for your country. So guess what happens? You're training at an even higher level. You're training 3-4 times a day, but practice is longer. You're taking on more punishment. Your body is always battered. Pretty much every waking moment that you're not training, you're pretty much trying to spend trying to recover so that you can go ahead and do your next session, right? And very few people understand this unless you've competed at a very high level before, whether you're a professional athlete or a Division I athlete. You'll never understand the grind and the suffering that Olympic athletes have to go through to get to where they're at. And I know this because when I was rowing, one of my coaches actually guy's name is Dave Walsh. He competed in the 2008 Olympics. I think he won a bronze in the men's 8. And he dedicated his life to being a rower, whether it was like he couldn't pursue certain jobs. He worked at like Home Depot and was like a mover. He battled through poverty, etc. Like he sacrificed, right, a career and having fun and, you know, living life after college and being a bachelor, all that shit. He sacrificed it to go compete in the Olympic Games, right? And it takes you got to be fucking damn near crazy and wild to be able to do this. Now, why do I say this? Why do I say all this? I say all this because this stupid ceremony that they went ahead and decided to put on, right, robbed all of these hard-working athletes of the ability to get their rightful spotlight. And for me, right, as a guy that actually competed and did this shit and understands what it takes, I feel sorry for them. These guys sacrifice years to compete for their country at the highest fucking level, right? And this is being overshadowed in their talent. So we're going to go ahead and play this fucking shit right now for you guys.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This was like a show, bro.
Yeah.
Keeping it.
And this is, it goes here, the 2024, okay.
1 second.
Olympics has gone full woke dystopian. The opening ceremony was filled with mockery of the Last Supper, the gold calf idol, and even pale horse from the book of Revelation. The Olympics has made it clear that Christian viewers aren't welcome. You want to speak to this a bit, Fresh, as a Christian?
So this kind of plays into the end times of what's happening with...
Can we enlarge this so they can see like what was going on?
Yeah. Christians being mocked and, you know, chastised and all this. And it's kind of like you're seeing this in real time and they don't care. So this is said in a nutshell. If you're Christian, F you, we're going to do this in your face. And as a result, to be honest with you guys, like Christians are very passive, especially nowadays, and they don't fight back. They obviously love Christ. They love the Lord. They love God. But to them, it's like, God's going to save us. It's already written. I'm going to relax. And I understand it because the Bible does teach turn the other cheek. However, when it comes to fighting for what you believe in and as well what you stand for, you should defend the faith. And if this is nonsense, speak up about it. Granted, though, that it's almost like if like they did this knowing it's going to piss people off and they didn't care. And as a result, because this happening, most people are saying, you know what? At the Olympics, but they don't want to go out in public, like in France, and protest in person. So it's what it is, man, at this point.
Here, can we roll some of these clips?
Yes,
This is supposed to be Jesus at the Last Supper as well, which is crazy, by the way. There's a kid there, bro. There's a kid right there.
Yeah.
Who's that guy on the right? Just dancing with the red hat.
What the heck?
What the heck is going on?
Bro. That's wild.
And the thing that pissed me off, like, now imagine, right? You competed, right? You've been training for 4 years to represent your country. You've endured pain, injury, maybe exile from your friends and family because all you're doing is training for this sport, right? You're going through the trials and tribulations of fucking suffering, right? And you finally make it to the Olympics. You go to Paris. You're like, yes, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to compete for my country. This is great. You fucking prepared yourself. And then you got a bunch of people, right? And losers and weirdos and degenerates doing this stupid ass ceremony, making a mockery of a major religion. And then guess what? People boycott this shit. People have been boycotting
I
this
like
for a
that
while.
Andrew and Tristan
right?
Tate started a boycott
They
against
did.
the Olympics.
They did in Romania. Now they're threatening to put Andrew and Tristan in jail for that show, that's a whole other conversation. But you worked your ass off to get to this point, and now people are boycotting the Olympics. They're boycotting the event that you worked your ass off to get there, but you got this with the heart symbol like this, right? Taking the fucking spotlight from you. Did she earn that spot? No, she didn't. She was eating a bunch of fucking
Donuts.
Twinkies and donuts, being right loser with a bunch of other degenerative weirdos that never worked for anything from an athletic perspective. And now they're getting the spotlight. Not only are they getting negative spotlight, they're making it harder for people to watch you perform for what you actually fucking worked your ass off to get to this point. You had to earn your position at the Olympics versus these idiots are taking that away and they're losing viewership. A bunch of people have boycotted the Olympics now because of these idiots.
Yeah.
So now the athletes that worked their ass off to get there in that point aren't going to get the fucking deserved spotlight that they should be getting.
I think the whole Olympics itself is shadowed by this performance. And if you're a Christian athlete that's been through the trenches, like you said before, work your whole life towards this as your main goal, and to see this in front of your face is an insult to your hard work and dedication. And ultimately, man, as a Christian, bro, like, I get it. You want to be passive to not start the pot, but this right here is a slap in the face. So I think what Andrew and Tristan were saying as well, stand up for what you believe in, go out there and protest, honestly, because this is crap, bro.
I'm mad for the athletes. That's who I'm mad for the most because they had to bust their asses to be in that position in the first place. They didn't sign up for some stupid woke agenda here for you guys to fuck up their opportunity to get the spotlight. These guys deservedly so sacrificed 4 years of their life. Again, a lot of you guys, you guys don't understand competing as an athlete at the highest level. You give up so fucking much, man. You give up so much. Like, you literally give up your life to compete at an Olympic level. It consumes you. There's a reason why people get that tattoo of the Olympic rings when they go to the Olympics. This is what they've aspired for their entire fucking life. And for them to not get the spotlight and have these weirdos get it instead and get negative press where people are boycotting and don't want to watch now, it's a fucking robbery of the people that busted their ass to get there. And this is interesting to me because, like, everyone's like, and I rightfully so, I get it. The religious people are up in arms, they're angry, etc. Rightfully so. But I haven't seen anyone take the stance from the athlete's perspective. Like, the athletes are the ones that are really suffering here the most, right? Because at the end of the day, right, these people are going to get, they're sinning, they're going to go to hell. It is what it is, right? And the people that are the devout Christians, etc., they're like, man, fuck these idiots, whatever, right? Obviously, it's causing outrage, but I feel the most sorry for the athletes that are there that are suffering as a consequence of this fuckery when they had no choice in this bullshit. It was some weirdo that went ahead and designed this entire ceremony. And I guarantee you, he didn't consult with the athletes. Like, do you guys think that this is okay? Do I do this? No. What do they always do? This is the woke agenda. We want to show that we're tolerant. We want to show that we're westernized and we're super liberal and far thinking. No, man, this is some fuckery. This is fucked up. You're robbing the athletes of their hard-earned ability to market themselves out there to all the people that want to watch top tier athletes compete.
The Pope gave a speech after this happened, and he didn't even mention or even like speak to this performance in a negative light. And you're supposed to be the Pope of the world. You can't even defend your own religion against this, which is crazy, by the way. But to your point, but athletes, that sucks, baby, because he's putting all that hard work, and it's like, for what?
Yeah, I mean, I understand the religious outrage for sure. Like, I completely understand it, but I haven't seen anyone like talk about the athletes, and I get it. Like, most people have zero idea what it takes to be a high level athlete. Like, let's be honest, a lot of y'all are triple chin that have never done anything. That's the reality. You get mad at me, whatever. But I can tell you, someone that did a Division I athlete, the Olympic level, D1 athlete is here, professional athlete is here, Olympic athlete here. Your life is dedicated to that shit. You want to know why it's worse? A lot of these Olympic athletes don't get paid.
Damn.
They don't get paid.
Nothing?
No.
Yep, nope.
A lot of them don't. A lot of the sports that they compete in are not paid sports. So that's what I'm telling you. When my coach, shout out to Dave Walsh.
Hell no, bro.
Fuck, give you a shout out right now on this show. He put his life on hold, man. Worked a bunch of bullshit jobs just to be able to fund his ability to train for U.S. rowing.
That's crazy, bro.
That's why I take this shit so personally. I'm pissed off when I saw this story because I knew in my head, wow, I know what Olympic athletes have to go through to fucking get the chance to compete. And a lot of Americans don't know this.
Because they're not considered professional sports.
Yeah, a lot of them are not considered professional sports. Like, obviously, like basketball players and shit like that. That's okay. That's one of the sports where the athletes make money and shit. But the majority of the Olympic athletes are they're not paid in what they do.
And by the way, you should see how they retaliate. They kind of responded to this in a negative way as well on the actual videos made about this Olympics. Actually, Bills, if you don't pull in that tweet from Chris. So they actually did a DMCA strike on a bunch of channels that talks about this in a negative light to check down their opinions
on
about
X, yeah,
this video. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, X gave a bunch of DMCA, and you never see that on X, by the way. Like where they hit you with copyright strikes. They hit people with copyright strikes for this shit.
So Chris spoke about it on a Rumble. This is the abuse of the DMCA, and we won't have any of it on Rumble. So that's pretty good for what Rumble did, but this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
About this on X is wild.
Yeah, on X, yeah. Crazy
so
shit,
they're
man.
not having any type of discourse.
They're trying to censor it because so many people came out and said that this is bullshit, which rightfully so. It is bullshit. Like, bro, this shit pissed me off. Like, because not just from the religious perspective. Like, there's a gross disrespect of Jesus, right? Who's revered in both Islam and obviously for Christianity for obvious reasons. But just like you guys had to go ahead and take this athletic event where you got the best in the world and make it about yourselves. Make it about the fucking woke agenda. People are literally tired of this woke agenda being shoved down our throats, no pun intended. That's what the fuck they're doing with this alphabet community. That's what the fuck they're doing.
And there's no shame at all.
At all.
They don't care.
It's like we're tired of it. There's a reason why these woke movies are doing so poorly. There's a reason why these classic movies where they're trying to make it more modern and make it more awoke and hip and all this other shit, the alphabet community going ahead and putting in their certain 2 cents and modifying classics. There's a reason why they do poorly. It's because people are fucking tired of this bullshit, bro. They're tired of it. Once you leave clown worlds like LA and shit like that, where I was there and I saw a bunch of clown world shit. Like once you're like in the real world, you're like, oh wow, okay, what the fuck is this, man? Like most Americans are sensible to a degree and understand like this is all a bunch of fucking psyop.